There's no need to feel down. I said, young man, pick yourself off the ground. I said, young man, cause you're in a new town. There's no need to be unhappy, young man. There's a place you can go. I said, young man, when you're short on your dough, you can stay there. And I'm sure you will find many ways.
What? Sorry, just quickly.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Namoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex, home of your University of Tampa Spartans. Tonight, the Spartans welcome Georgian University. Here are tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the Lions of Georgian University, who entered tonight's game with a record of 1-1. In goal is a senior from Leominster, Massachusetts, number 00, Alexis Hahn. Defender is a senior from North Brunswick, New Jersey, number 2, Talisa Jimenez. Attacker is a senior from Port Coquitlam, British Columbia, Canada, number 3, Alyssa Wall. Midfielder is a senior from Toms River, New Jersey, number 5, Jade Rivera. Midfielder is a freshman from Bartonia, New York, number 8, Caitlin Petrolisi. Attacker is a sophomore from Bernigan, New Jersey, number 10, Ashley Pringle. Attacker is a sophomore from Santa Mauritius, New York, number 12, Isabel Raimondi. Attacker is a senior from Tinton Falls, New Jersey, number 13, Riley O'Connor. Midfielder is a senior from Sherwood, Alberta, Canada, number 14, Kasha Elzinga. Midfielder is a junior from Wall, New Jersey, number 16, Remy Reinhardt. Defender is a senior from Rumson, New Jersey, number 21, Kelsey Niclario. And defender is a sophomore from West Deptford, New Jersey, number 27, Madison Battle. Head coach of the Lions is Samantha Hosford, assisted by Shane Sauter. And now, here are your University of Tampa Spartans who entered tonight's game with a record of 4-0. Midfielder is a senior from Waxhaw, North Carolina, number 6, Cece Colombo. Attacker is a grad student from Naples, Florida, number 9, Julia Colderman. Midfielder is a grad student from Centennial, Colorado, number 16, Lizzie Pierpont. Defender is a grad student from Tampa, Florida, number 21, Holliston Wagner. Defender is a grad student from Smithtown, New York, number 22, Danny Water. Defender is a grad student from Whitehall, Maryland, number 23, Erin Sistak. Midfielder is a grad student from Waxhaw, North Carolina, number 26, Gia Colombo. In goal is a senior from San Diego, California, number 29, Alex Wally. Attacker is a senior from Farmingdale, New York, number 31, Olivia Mott. Midfielder is a junior from Ocean City, Maryland, number 34, Alyssa Romano. Midfielder is a junior from Skippick, Pennsylvania, number 41, Riley McGadigan. And midfielder is a junior from Hudson, Ohio, number 43, Sarah Hinkle. Head coach of your Spartans is Kelly Gallagher, assisted by Kaylee Gilday. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise or remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, the NCAA, the University of Tampa, and Georgian University all promote good sportsmanship by student-athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Using obscene gestures, profanity, racial, sexist, or unduly provocative language or action toward officials, opponents, spectators, or administrators will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the premises. The use of artificial noisemakers and alcohol products are not permitted. Smoking is permitted along the fenced areas outside the stadium. Thank you and enjoy tonight's match.
Good evening and welcome to the Namoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex on the grounds of the University of Tampa campus, where this evening the unbeaten Tampa Spartans play host to the Georgian University Lions. I'm Bruce Wozniak here to call the action for you between the number 2 Tampa Spartans, that in the history of the program, highest ranking they've ever had, and Georgian Court, who comes in at 1-1, traveling all the way from New Jersey, albeit you might say by way of Buffalo, New York. They most recently posted their first victory of the season last week, Monday.
Try that.
Last Monday, they played at Duville College, posted an 18-12 victory after having opened the season with a 13-7 defeat nearby Rochester, New York, Roberts Wesleyan College. Starting goaltenders tonight, Alex Walling, the Defensive Player of the Week. And she just goes to the far right of our broadcast position, starting in goal for the Spartans. And at the other end of the field, Alexis Hahn, as it's Cece Colombo out for this opening draw for the Spartans against Remy Reinhardt. Spartans, of course, going right to left, and that is Cece Colombo, and gives it to Alyssa Romano. Spartans work their way across midfield. They will have the game's first offensive possession as Sarah Hinkle sends a pass over to the far side. And keep your eye on Hinkle. She is the Spartans' leading point getter with 19 points through 4 games thus far. 16 goals and 3 assists. And Julia Colderman, right there with her, 16 goals and 1 assist, as CC Colombo sends a pass in behind the Lions' net. Now they bring it back up top. And this is Hinkle. Over now to Julia Colderman. Colderman looking to get down the lane. Scores! 55 seconds into the game, Julia Colderman. Somewhat of a long shot. Far out. More than we usually see in the women's game. And nonetheless, she gets it past Alexis Hahn for an early 1-0 Spartans lead. So Colderman, for the time being, will take the team lead in goals with her 17th of the year. And we'll see CC Colombo and Remy Reinhardt again on this draw. And the ball is up and going to be controlled by Reinhardt. And so Georgian Court University with their first possession of this game just over a minute in, and Reinhardt taking it all the way to the net and now carries on behind the net. And the official right there on the spot to make a call against Danny Waters. I also see Riley McGettigan going off, although that looks like it's just a personnel change. Is this going to be a shorthanded situation for UT? Danny Waters, it looks like she is, in fact, just like that. Oh, it looked like 22. It might be 21. Hollison Wagner, indeed it is. 2 minutes for a check to the head to Wagner. And so the door opens here for the Lions. And here's a pass over for Katrin Petrolisi. Supposed to stumble over the last name, not the first name. And now up top with it, Alyssa Wall. Petrolisi. They move it down in behind the Spartans' net. With it back there is Isabel Raimundi. And now it's picked up. Jade Rivera. Plenty of time here on the shot clock. 49 seconds still for the Lions. And looking for an open teammate is Rivera. And now she gets the pass right back. Spartans not letting the Lions inside, although there's a shot, and Walling with the save off the stick of Alyssa Wall. And so UT heads back the other way. A long pass up ahead that connects with Gia Colombo. On the run, pass in the middle, and the defense closes up on Sarah Hinkle, and there's a whistle down at that end of the field, stopping play. And a free position attempt here for Gia Colombo. Takes a shot and scores! So despite having Holliston Wagner off for a penalty, the Spartans able to get on the scoreboard again. 2 minutes, 38 seconds into this opening quarter. And for Gia Colombo, that will be goal number 4 on the season. And so on this ensuing draw, we'll see CC Colombo for UT and Remy Reinhardt once again for Georgian Court University. And the ball's out and grabbed by Lizzie Pierpont for the Spartans, and she pushes it quickly ahead to Kolderman. Quick pass into the middle. Thought I heard a whistle. Play carries on. Hinkle sends a pass over, and now Gia Colombo sends it down behind the net. Open in front is Pierpont. They get it to her, but she can't get the shot away, and still chasing after it, and the Lions come up with it. Pierpont was outnumbered 2-1, and the odds favored, and it did go to the Lions as you see them now crossing midfield. That's Talisa Jimenez. And take it away. Cece Colombo had it, then lost her stick. And now she manages to come up with it after all that. And back the other way go the Spartans. Olivia Mott on the run. And hold on, now we have a whistle. As the Spartans, by the way, have returned to full strength. And two of the officials are going to come together and compare notes on what they saw. For all intents and purposes, right at midfield. Almost on the dot where the draw takes place. And this does give UT a chance to make a couple of personnel changes, as I see Erin Sistek having just come out on the field along with Alyssa Romano. 73 degrees, our game time temperature on this Monday evening as the Spartans try to stay perfect on the 2023 season, a 4-0 record, including a big victory over number 2 Adelphi in the team's last game, which was last week Tuesday. 14-9 the final score there. And already leading 2-0. UT with a chance here on a free position attempt. And Hinkle sends it wide and out of play. Alexis Hahn looking for an open teammate. And now sends it out to midfield. Looked like it was going to connect with Alyssa Wall, but the Spartans able to take it away. And hustling up the far side of the field, Grace Gilmore. And here comes UT once again. The field seems to be tilted in their favor in the early going here. As there's a pass and nice hesitation. No shot taken, however, by Cece Colombo. Ball is loose and picked up as Pierpont sends a pass over for Kolderman, and they move it to the far side of the field. Now in behind the Lions net. Cece Colombo to Julia Kolderman. A little flip pass. Hinkle. And long shot scores! Sarah Hinkle finds the back of the net again. And what a great start to this season she is having. Unassisted goal by Hinkle. Comes at the 4:53 mark. Cece Colombo out at midfield for the home team. And once again on the draw, Remy Reinhardt for the Lions. And possession to the Spartans. That was Allie Peebles as it's worked to the far corner. Hinkle with the pass. Cece Colombo on the move. Nice little spin move. Can't get the shot away. Dumps a pass into the corner. And behind the Lions net for Peebles now. Hinkle sends a pass over. And recovered on the far side by the Lions. And trying to gain midfield. And hold on, a whistle there. The official right on the spot to call that one. And whereas the Spartans did score before, when there was a penalty called against Holliston Wagner, they certainly don't want to press their luck, as going off the field for the second penalty of the game is Sarah Hinkle. A 2-minute hit to the head penalty called against Hinkle. Correction, it's a slashing call officially, as the Lions get their offense moving in the Spartans' end of the field. It's in the far corner, now in behind the net. Back there with it is Isabel Raimundi, and the ball's loose. Another Spartans player comes over to help out. Let's see who comes out of the pack with it. UT has it. And towing the line was Erin Sistek as she goes down. And so the Spartans, as there's still 1:27 left in the call against Hinkle. And now Cece Colombo with a pass ahead to Lizzie Pierpont. She missed it. And the Lions go back the other way. On the run is Petra Lisi. Now cutting through the slot. Shot goes wide. And possession to the Spartans. And UT able to kill off some clock here as it's down to 54 seconds on the call to Hinkle. And maybe get some more offense. Already up 3-0. And there's a pass now for McKelsey Montgomery, and they go in behind the Lions net. They'll reset back up top. Montgomery, a pass over for Pierpont. And she looks back, sends a pass over to the other side. Cece Colombo into the corner. Now down behind the net go the Spartans. And wanting to pass out in front was Holliston Wagner, but she was covered, and Montgomery thought she had the slot, nothing there. Instead, Gracie Colombo, and it goes in behind the net. Quickly, good ball movement by the Spartans here. Shot coming, scores! No. And a good job there by Alexis Hahn. I think she took away the angle, and the Spartans with 17 on the shot clock. And they're killing off the entire penalty and setting themselves up. And there's a shot score. This time it is good, and it's Cece Colombo. And terrific series by the Spartans. Pressure, killing time, finishing the shorthanded situation, and moving to a 4-0 lead with 7 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. And for Cece Colombo, that is her third goal of the season. Unassisted goal by Colombo, and she goes out to take this draw. UT has gotten 3 of the 4 draw controls, and now tack on another one as Cece Colombo handles that one herself, sends a pass ahead, and off goes Allie Peebles. Sends a pass over. Gia Colombo pushes it into the corner behind the net. And Gracie Colombo looking to make a move on the defender, sends a pass back. Here's an opportunity. They score once again. Nice passing play as McKelsey Montgomery finishes and puts UT into a 5-0 lead. And now the Spartans will show a different look on this draw as Sophie Risk out there. And is it still Remy Reinhardt for Georgian Court University? It is. Sophie Risk, a transfer student from the University of Maryland, a junior, and she almost had it there as a bunch of them battled for it. And coming out of the pack with it is Alyssa Romano for UT. Look out. Gets away from a check, gets a pass ahead. And here goes Jenna Myhall with a pass. And down in behind the Lions net goes Olivia Mott. Mott looking for an open teammate, sends it up top. And Kayla Brennan sends a pass over to the far side. They move it quickly down into the far corner. And now in behind the Lions net. Brennan up top for Hinkle. And looking for some room to work. And the defense backs up Myhall. Working down low is Olivia Mott. Spartans out to a 5-0 lead. And they are out shooting Georgian Court University 5-1. And look what I found, says Sarah Hinkle. Bounce pass, not picked up by Mott, and chased down in the crease by Gia Colombo, but the Lions come out with it. On the run, Kelsey Niclario. And up the far side goes Madison Battle. Her pass connects. The Lions cross midfield. And trying to fight her way through traffic was Petra Lisi. You heard the whistle as play carries on. Alyssa Wall thought she had the opening, and the Spartans got there in time. It's knocked down, and Walling settles that one in her own crease. Over here to the near side, and away will go Alyssa Romano. Out of her own end, pass up ahead. Spartans cross the Lions line, pass to the far corner. Now in behind the Lions net. Up top with it is Myhall. And now to the other side of the field. They work it back into the corner. Up top, Sarah Hinkle switches hands. Kayla Brennan tries to get around the defender, takes a shot, and getting a piece of that one, Alexis Hahn, and she'll hold on to it. Kelsey Niclario starts it out of her own end. A pass up ahead. And on the run, quickly, here come the Lions across the Tampa line. And an opportunity here for Kasha Elzinga as they'll reset up top with Wall. And Rivera, a nice little move to get away from the defender. And Rivera finds the open teammate, O'Connor. Nice spin move, O'Connor, and Walling got a piece of that one as it goes out of play. And possession stays with Georgian Court University. Pass out in front, and hit the crossbar. And there to clean up the rebound. Wow. Joni on the spot was Danny Waters. And this is Jenna Myhall going back the other way. A pass quickly ahead. Gia Colombo to Hinkle. Hinkle's checked. Gets around the defender, moves inside. Two defenders collapse on her. Gia Colombo pass in front is deflected off a lion stick and picked up by Bryn Nestor. Emma McLaughlin on the far side. Hinkle now over for Brennan. And Myhall pushes it into the corner. To the far side of the field it goes. And Emma McLaughlin starts her move over to Brennan. Brennan looks for a teammate. gives it to Myhall. And now Gia Colombo pushes it behind the net. And working to get out front, Olivia Mott scores! Great work by Olivia Mott. And the Spartans go up 6-0 with 2:05 left in the first quarter. And for Olivia Mott, that is goal number 5 on the season. And would you believe 6 different goal scorers for the home team so far? They have 8 shots on goal, and all but 2 have gone in. Cece Colombo back out there to oppose Remy Reinhardt on this draw again. Spartans have controlled 5 of the 6 draws to this point in the game. And the ball's out. And whistle goes against the Spartans. And so the Lions, Riley O'Connor starts it across the Tampa line. Is chased by Pierpont and knocks it loose. And Cece Colombo there to pick it up for UT. Here goes Pierpont back the other way. And has it knocked from her stick, and she gets it right back. Pass up ahead. Gia Colombo, a long pass over, connects with Colderman. And Colderman will take that one down behind the Lions' net. This is Pierpont, and now Sarah Hinkle. Over for McGettigan. And Colderman looking for some room to work. Nice spin move. Colderman, as a second defender, slid over to help out. Gets the pass away, however, Pierpont, and she can't get the shot off. It's into the corner, now in behind the Lions' net. Mott, a nice pass that connects, and the defense is right there all over Gia Colombo. Sarah Hinkle on the move now. Hinkle finds some room and scores! Her second goal of the game, Sarah Hinkle. And 18 now on the season for Hinkle as UT goes up 7-0 with 47 seconds left here in the first quarter. And it'll be Cece Colombo, Remy Reinhardt. We've seen this before. And the Lions really need to reverse their fortunes on these draws. 5 of the 7 have been controlled by the Spartans, and that one's picked up by UT. Pierpont with a pass. Cece Colombo, quick little spin move, and another. Colombo has a little bit of room, and she'll take it to the far side. A little flip pass. That's Hinkle. Colderman now. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. And let's see if the Spartans get one more quality shot up. This might be it. Oh, taken down was Hinkle. And no call made. Wow. 9 seconds left, and the Lions looks like content to just run out the clock. And they do. So that'll end the first quarter of play with the Spartans in the lead 7-0. And we'll be back with more on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
The fact that she was wearing
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades.
Can you do it? It's will you.
back here at the Namoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex, where the Spartans, in a big 7-0 lead after one quarter of play, Sarah Hinkle has 2 goals for UT, and then 5 other goal scorers for head coach Kelly Gallagher. In that first quarter, the Spartans out shooting Georgian Court University 10-1. Spartans had 6 draw controls to just 2 for the visitors. Each team did commit 4 turnovers. So not a lot of work in goal for Alex Walling, having to make just the 1 save thus far. Interestingly, all of the Spartan goals, except for 1, have been unassisted. Gia Colombo has the only assist thus far in the game. The teams, of course, have changed ends. UT now going left to right. And Remy Reinhardt out there on this draw for Georgian Court University. And the Spartans going with Sophie Risk. The ball is out. And look who's there to take it. Was Cece Colombo? No. Georgian Court comes up with it. And that's Riley O'Connor. It's about to be a rather ironic turn of events as they go to Risk, who is the only other player besides Cece Colombo that has taken a draw control or 2, and looked like it was going to be possessed by Colombo. As you see, a break here for Jade Rivera, and has the ball knocked from her stick. And the Spartans will now go back the other way for their first offensive possession of the second quarter. A long pass ahead that connects with Colderman. Quick pass over. Gia Colombo on the run. And a pass instead. Colderman takes a shot. That goes wide and out of play. Quickly on the restart, Olivia Mott sends it in behind the net. Cece Colombo up top for McGettigan, pushes it over to Colderman, leaves it for Pierpont, and now Cece Colombo looks for some room. Defender slides with her. Over to Colderman, a quick pass down low that missed and went out of play, and this will be turned over. Starting out of her own end is Kelsey Nicolario, being watched closely by Olivia Mott, and now helping out was Gia Colombo. And now the Lions will cross midfield and across the Tampa line. That's Petrolisi. Up top with it, Reinhardt. And Reinhardt sneaks in behind Danny Waters. And Reinhardt is bumped. Now a pass over to the corner. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Nice pass in front, dropped by O'Connor. And the Spartans pick up the loose ball. And here comes UT up the far side. Now a pass into the middle. Riley McGettigan on the run. Her pass connects. Nice burst of speed there by Allie Peebles. And it's over for Gia Colombo. In behind the net it goes. That's Olivia Mott looking for an open teammate. And just stepping onto the field. Bounce shot, scores! That's Gracie Colombo. What a goal. As you see her race down the middle there and pays the price as she puts it past Alexis Hahn. And the Spartans go up 8-0, 2 minutes 56 seconds into this second quarter.
Number 33, Gracie Colombo.
And for Gracie Colombo, that is her third goal of the season. And we get the draw now at midfield. I see Remy Reinhardt. And going down to the field for UT was Cece Colombo. And that's her with the ball. Played now for Alyssa Romano. And Romano is met with a check from Ashley Pringle. And now Romano puts it into play as Erin Sistek gives it to Gia Colombo and sends it to Olivia Mott, who goes behind the Lions net, wraps around the other side. Pass for Cece Colombo. Takes a shot. That one goes wide and out of play. And possession stays with the Spartans. Allie Peebles puts it back in. Peebles races out front, stops, spin move, and can't get the shot away. And now a pass in the middle is dropped and taken away by the Lions, although help is needed as there's three Spartans players there applying all kinds of pressure. And now that one's just thrown, and two Spartans players collide, and the Lions managed to carry on. And they have it in behind the UT net. There's a pass up top. And Rivera backs up. Sends a pass over for Raymundi. And a nice little fake there by Alyssa Wall. And sends a pass behind the Spartans' net. Good burst of speed coming out front. Scores! Remy Reinhardt. And the Lions finally get on the board. 4 minutes, 46 seconds into the second quarter. And a great individual effort by Reinhardt. As you see her here working her way out in front. And a little jump shot that she puts high over Alex Walling.
Lions goal is for number 16, Remy Reinhardt. Her goal was an assist.
And for Remy Reinhardt, that is her third goal of the season. And she stays out there for this draw against Cece Colombo. And the ball's out. And Colombo knocked it down. And she does come away with it. Over for Gia Colombo. Down in behind the lines net it goes. Cece over for Gia. And now back behind the net it goes to Gracie Colombo. Allie Peebles on the run. Is checked. Gets it over for Cece Colombo. 56 on the shot clock. Hinkle drops a pass back. And Cece Colombo looking in front. Nobody open. She'll keep it herself. And now has to back off and gives a pass to Peebles. Over for Hinkle. Sarah Hinkle with a little fake pass. And now does give it to Cece Colombo. And the defense closes up on her. Nice pass. Open in front. Shot that goes wide. Taken by Gia Colombo. Possession stays with UT. And now the shot clock becomes somewhat of a factor. Down to 15 seconds. It's in behind the Lions net. And there's a shot, and Hahn got a piece of that one. And there's a call being made here. I see the official with his hands up. And we're going to get a free position attempt here for Sarah Hinkle, who already has 2 goals in this game. And here she goes one-on-one against Alexis Hahn. Takes a shot, and Hahn makes the save. Hinkle went down again. And indeed, the referee is going to send, looks like Jade Rivera, off the field. And so the Spartans, for the first time, will get an opportunity. 2-minute cross-checking penalty to Jade Rivera. I'm referring to the fact that the Spartans had 2 penalties called against them, and now for the first time they'll have the opportunity with a penalty called against the Lions. And so a fresh shot clock, of course. UT goes to work now. Gia Colombo with a pass that connects. Shot scores! That's Gracie Colombo. And she gets her 2nd goal of the game. Only 9 seconds into the penalty. And that makes the score 9-1. So the Spartans jump all over the opportunity, meaning the penalty called against Georgian Court University. And now we'll see Sophie Risk out for this draw for the Spartans. Being opposed, of course, by Remy Reinhardt, who has been out there for every draw control for Georgian Court University. And the ball's out. Chased down by Risk, and she possessed it momentarily and then was checked. And they will award possession to UT. And Risk puts it back in. She was about to head off the field, and the official said, no, you need to play it, and then you can go off. So she did, and then she did. And now this is Bryn Nestor as play carries on into the Lions end of the field, and able to stay in was Olivia Mott. Pass out in front, shot, and a good save there by Hahn. And she holds it. Now outlets quickly, although the pass is bobbled by Petrolisi. And she'll play it back instead to Talisa Jimenez. Jimenez drops it back for Petrolisi, and she gets across midfield. Long pass, and that one bounced right to Alex Walling. And so she plays it into the corner. And this is Alyssa Romano across her own line. Romano, nice little move there, gets across midfield. Romano carries on and has some room to go and takes it all the way down to the far corner. Sends a pass behind the net. Olivia Mott with it back there. Pass that connects. Emma McLaughlin couldn't get the shot away, and the Lions take it and go back the other way, or try to, as 4 Spartans players were there around Kelsey Niclario. And now the Lions advance it as Reinhardt brings it across the Tampa line. Pass in front, and the Spartans cause the turnover. And hold on, because one of the Lions players who the pass was intended for did take a stick up high. She still got her hand on top of her head. And the Spartans, meanwhile, working at the other end of the field. And they work it around. The player in question for the Lions is Isabel Raimundi. She is out there and is talking to one of her teammates, Alyssa Wall, as the Spartans working at the other end. Bryn Nestor shoots, and a save made there by Hahn. And now let's see what happens as play goes back the other way. Raimundi seems to have recovered enough. She has stayed out there through all this, but had a stick that came up over top of her head. And I think she was waiting for the officials to stop play. Nice passing by the Lions, and having it knocked from her stick was O'Connor. And we're going to get a free position attempt here for Riley O'Connor. 1-on-1 against Alex Walling. 5:21 left in the first half. There's the whistle, and shot was taken, and O'Connor went down. I saw the official. The Lions score. The official had his hand up as though he was about to make another call, and play carried on anyways. And Georgian Court University ends up getting the goal. You see the replay here. And going down to the field, one of the Lions players, a rough couple of minutes physically, as they have gotten their second goal of the second quarter after having been shut out 7-0 in the first. It's 2-2 at this point here in the second, as Sophie Risk out there to take this draw for the Spartans. So the goal is scored by Kasia Elzinga, unassisted.
GCU goal scored by number 14, Kasia Elzinga. Her goal was unassisted.
And here come the Lions again. And that's Reinhardt, who had their first goal for Alyssa Wall. Wall looking for an opening. Little spin move, and a second Spartans defender is there. A pass in the middle. That's taken away nicely by Alyssa Romano, and off she goes again. Romano showing good speed, crosses midfield. Alyssa Romano across the GCU line, and a whistle. Play carries on. And UT takes it down behind the Lions' net. That's Olivia Mott. Pass in the middle, shot coming. Oh, great save there by Alexis Hahn. A great look at the net for Sarah Hinkle, as the pass connects up ahead with Jade Rivera. Rivera bumped, carries on over the Tampa line. Pass over for Reinhardt. And now Danielle Criminy. That one rolls through the goal crease. And the Spartans able to come out with it. Pass quickly up ahead for Mott. Olivia Mott across the Lions line. Defense backing up. And she'll head back behind the net and send a pass back there for Gia Colombo. 3:16 to go here in the second quarter. UT up 9-2. And a nice change of direction by Cece Colombo as it's sent behind the Lions net. Pass in front, scores! Great passing, and Lizzie Pierpont finishes. And the Spartans go up 10-2. Lizzie Pierpont, the latest name to get into the goal column, as the home team has gotten contributions all up and down the lineup tonight. Olivia Mott picks up the assist. And so now at midfield we'll see Sophie Risk once again opposing Remy Reinhardt on this draw with 2:57 remaining in the first half. And the ball's out. And there to corral it was Cece Colombo. And she just has a nose for the ball as Pierpont has an opportunity here. Pass that goes into the corner. Olivia Mott behind the net. Nice pass in front. Shot, scores! Gia Colombo gets the goal. And that's her second of the game. A big 9-goal lead with 2:38 left here in the first half. Olivia Mott gets the assist. And it looks like we're going to have someone different. Caitlin Petrolisi instead of Remy Reinhardt on this draw for the Lions, and opposed by Sophie Risk. Well, actually, that was 41 and not 40, so it was Riley McGettigan for UT, taken by O'Connor for the Lions, and gives it to Petrolisi. And a whistle as the official on the far side of the field making the indication to the scores table. And this stoppage comes with 2:23 remaining in the first half. And that was Kasha Azinga. This is Wall. Pass for Raymundi. Goes in behind the Spartans net. The official there blowing the whistle to stop play. And this will be Raymundi from the far side. Sends a pass, and quickly up top, Alyssa Wall sends it down low. And a nice play there. They score. Nice goal by Remy Reinhardt, her second of the game. And Alyssa Wall gets the assist. Alyssa Wall, borderline as far from home as you can get. She's from Western Canada in Port Coquitlam, BC. And playing all the way down here in West Central Florida tonight against the number 2 ranked Tampa Spartans, who now lead at 11-3 with 1:24 left in the first half. And it's Riley McGettigan for UT on this draw. And she's going against Caitlin Petrolisi. And the official awarding possession to the Spartans. This is Sarah Hinkle for Gia Colombo, who pushes it down behind the Lions' net. Mott, a pass out front. Colderman, her shot goes high and out of play. Possession stays with UT. Exactly 1 minute left in the first half. This is Gia Colombo. Changes hands, goes to the other side of the field to Colderman, and into the corner now. Pierpont with a pass that was deflected by the goaltender Hahn, and they chase after it. There's an open net, but neither team in control of the ball. That was Cece Colombo down to the ground for the Spartans. Possession stays with UT. Cece Colombo with a burst of speed. She goes down, and a call made as play stops with 14 seconds remaining in the first half. And Cece Colombo with a free position attempt here, one-on-one against Alexis Hahn. And here she goes and scores. It looked like Hahn might have gotten a piece of it, and the ball gets through. So Cece Colombo with her second goal of the game. And there's the replay as Colombo puts UT in a 9-goal lead with just 12 seconds remaining. So Cece Colombo with goals number 3 and 4 on the season in this game. As Riley McGettigan out there at midfield for the draw against Caitlin Petrolisi. Picked up by the Spartans. They do have time to get a shot away. Nice passing, cutting in, and there's a shot and a save made by Alexis Hahn. And the referee pulled out the yellow flag, and it does not look like we're getting a call made. The first half does come to a close, and the Spartans, with a 9-goal lead, they are up 12-3, and we will break for halftime and be back with the third quarter here on TampaSpartans.tv. Uh-oh.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
And we're back here at the Namoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex. on the grounds of the University of Tampa campus in West Central Florida, where the home team has a big 12-3 halftime lead. And UT had led 7-0 at the end of the first quarter before outscoring Georgian University 5-3 in the second. Shots on goal to this point are 20-6 in favor of UT, and the Spartans have controlled 12 of the 17 draws. Sarah Hinkle, along with Gia Colombo, Cece Colombo, and Gracie Colombo, all have 2 goals each. Gia Colombo does also have an assist, as does Gracie Colombo. And worth noting that Olivia Mott has a 3-point game going as well on 1 goal and 2 assists. 2 goals by Remy Reinhardt for the visitors, as you see Cece Colombo taking the opening draw for the Spartans to start this half against Caitlin Petrolisi. And UT quickly on the run here with the first possession of the third quarter, as Peebles sends a pass down into the corner, now behind the Lions' net. And looking for some room, Gracie Colombo, as it's up top now with McKelsey Montgomery. The ball is loose, picked up by Peebles, has some room, takes a shot, scores! Allie Peebles, just 40 seconds into the third quarter. And it's a 10-goal lead. And we'll have a running clock now by rule because of the 10-goal lead. That is an unassisted goal. And for Peebles, that is her 4th goal of the season. As Cece Colombo goes out once again for the draw. And that again was Caitlin Petrolisi for Georgian University. You see the Spartans in possession here again. And down behind the Lions' net it goes. As Gracie Colombo almost got it back, picked up instead by Hinkle. And Hinkle gives it to Cece Colombo, and quickly over now to McKelsey Montgomery. Peebles and 2 defenders there. She backs up, and the official right there blows a whistle. Violation against the Lions. And so Allie Peebles, who has just scored on the restart, gives it over to Montgomery. And now here goes Cece Colombo. Nice little move and a shot that goes wide and out of play. Put herself in a prime scoring area. The shot just missed the mark. UT on the restart, 29 on the shot clock. And that's Montgomery for Peebles. 2 defenders on her. Nice little spin move. There's a shot. Scores! Allie Peebles. And the Spartans go up 14-3 as the clock continues to run early in the third quarter. That is an unassisted goal, as Peebles has gotten the first 2 goals of this third quarter. And entered the game with 3 goals scored and 4 games played, and all of a sudden has 2 in a matter of minutes. Ball's out on the draw, and it'll be chased down, scooped up by Cece Colombo. Pushes it ahead to Peebles once again on the run. Sends a pass over, and now sent down behind the net. In front, shot, score! Cece Colombo emphatically buries that one in the top corner. And for Cece, that is her 3rd goal of the game. And this is the Cece Colombo that we've gotten used to seeing. As she came into tonight's game with just 2 goals in 4 games, and all of a sudden has 3 in just over a half of play. And there's a timeout called on the field. We will step aside as well and be back with more on TampaSpartans.tv. And we're back following the timeout called by Georgian Court University head coach Samantha Hosford, and awaiting the draw at midfield. And that was Sophie Risk for UT, and looked like she was going to pick it up. And the official says no, possession to the visitors. Excuse me, possession to UT after all. As Gia Colombo pushes a pass into the corner, Olivia Mott goes down behind the Lions' net. Mott looking for an open teammate, as flashing through the slot was Bryn Nestor, couldn't get it to her. And now Brennan sends a pass. As Myhall flips it over for Nestor to the other side of the field, now in the corner. Sent behind the Lions' net. And here's Kayla Brennan once again. Pass in the middle, and nice play there, and Myhall can't get the shot away but maintains her balance. And Emma McLaughlin flips it over to Gia Colombo. Nestor looking for room, a nice little spin there, shoots and scores! Bryn Nestor. And UT pouring it on early here in the 3rd quarter. 4 goals already in the first 6+ minutes, as it's now a 16-3 lead. And for Bryn Nestor, just her 2nd goal of the season. And this is a part of why the Spartans have the highest ranking in program history. They are number 2 in the country, coming into this game 4-0. And this is Sophie Risk out on the draw for UT once again. Ball is out, and Risk pulls it down herself. Gets a pass ahead. Myhall. This is Gia Colombo. Defender stays with her. She gives the pass up, and it goes in behind the Lions' net. Olivia Mott. Mott looked like she wanted to go one-on-one, passes instead, and unable to get the shot away was Hinkle. And they'll reset up top as Emma McLaughlin sends a pass over. On the run is Brennan. Nifty footwork there. Up top, Myhall quickly with a pass to the other side. Gia Colombo sends it behind the net to Mott. Up top with it, Myhall has a little bit of room. Walks in, nice spin move, and a second defender slides over to help out. They knock it free, and the Lions able to cause a turnover as off to the races goes Remy Reinhardt. Reinhardt, who has 2 of the 3 Lions goals. This is Riley O'Connor. O'Connor takes a bounce shot. She was being watched closely by Danny Waters. And a call made there by the official. And he says that possession will stay with Georgian Court University. They traveled here all the way from New Jersey, specifically Lakewood, New Jersey, although I had mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast that they came here by way of Western New York. They score! Alyssa Wall gets the goal. The Lions had opened their season 10 days ago in Rochester, New York at number 20 Roberts Wesleyan College and lost 13-7. And then 1 week ago yesterday, they won in Buffalo, New York at Duville by a score of 18-12. And here they are trailing 16-4 in West Central Florida against the Tampa Spartans. So Alyssa Wall scores for the visitors. Their first goal of this third quarter, and that is her 8th goal of the season. She leads the Lions in that category. Into the corner it goes. Gia Colombo, a long pass, connects. And this is Emma McLaughlin now. McLaughlin into traffic and gives up a pass for Myhall. Kayla Brennan, nifty little move, gets inside, scores! Kayla Brennan answers right back for the Spartans. And the clock continues to run with 4:05 left now in the third quarter. Kayla Brennan is the latest Spartan to get into the goal column. A parade of scorers tonight from head coach Kelly Gallagher's lineup. The 4th goal of the season for Kayla Brennan. Cece Colombo out there and controls the draw once again. And she throws a pass that connects with Gracie Colombo. Up ahead it goes for Allie Peebles. Sarah Hinkle. She has 2 goals in this game, directing traffic. Peebles with a pass. Cece Colombo missed it and picked up. Going back the other way, Caitlin Petrolisi for the Lions. And watch out, she's being chased and throws it away. Danny Waters picks it up for UT. Ahead go the Spartans. Cross midfield. Connects with Gracie Colombo. Stops. And now drops off a pass. They send it in behind the Lions' net. There's a pass up top for Allie Peebles. Peebles gets a pick, has a shooting lane, And there's a whistle, and possession's going to go over to GCU. The clock continues to run, of course, due to the rule. The Spartans leading, well, by more than 10. We're down to 1:45 showing in the third quarter. And look out, as down goes Remy Reinhardt. And they do stop the clock with 1:35 left in the third quarter. And Reinhardt waiting for the official's whistle. There it is. Restarts, crosses the Tampa line, has it knocked loose by Gia Colombo, but the official right there to whistle that one. And only 5 seconds ticked off the clock. And Gia Colombo is going to go sit down in the penalty area on the far side of the field for a UT. So 1 minute penalty against Gia Colombo. And the official still not ready to restart. And now they finally resume with a pass for Riley O'Connor. Into the corner it goes. Pringle. Quickly they move it up top. And Wall sends a pass over. In the middle it bounces, picked right back up. And Wall, being watched closely by Danny Waters, has to drop a pass off. And they go to the other side of the field. There's a shot and may have hit the goalpost. Oh, and what a save there by Alex Walling. And she's way out of her net and is going to need some help as 2 Lions players on her. And the official right there watching it all unfold in front of him. And now on this side of the field, down went Danny Waters as the Spartans quickly get it up ahead all the way across the GCU line. Here comes Gracie Colombo. Pass in front, backhand shot, and stopped there by Alexis Hahn. Hold on, a bunch of them. They score! And Gracie Colombo, opportunistic there. Scoring with, at the time I looked at the scoreboard, there were 20 seconds left. As the clock continues to run, the penalty did expire. And this might just go right down to the end of the third quarter. In fact, it does. So Gracie Colombo with an unassisted goal. And we are at 18-4. Spartans with this one well in hand. And we'll be back with the fourth quarter of play coming up after this break on TampaSpartans.tv.
I pledge.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades.
Back here as the teams come out to start the fourth quarter of play, and UT in the lead 18-4. Shots on goal are 27-9 in favor of the Spartans. Draw controls are 19-5, also favoring the home team. And 18 goals by UT, and 8 of them scored by players with the last name of Colombo. 3 by Cece, 3 by Gracie, and 2 by Gia. Gracie also has an assist. Gia has an assist as well. And that draw control, Cece was out there. It's taken by Lizzie Pierpont. She gets it ahead to Sarah Hinkle. And now a pass in the middle, and unable to get the good follow through was Riley McGettigan. And let's see what this whistle is for, as play stops just 24 seconds into the fourth quarter, and the official on the far side of the field going over to the scores table. Remy Reinhardt now gets the okay to resume, and she races down across the Tampa line. And the Spartans have made a goaltending change. No, I'm sorry, they haven't. That's still Alex Walling. They score! The Lions, when I looked up, there was 41 seconds into the fourth quarter, and they beat Alex Walling for just the 5th time in this game. As you saw the replay there. Remy Reinhardt gets her 3rd goal of the game. So 18-5 our score. And the ball is out and controlled by UT, and off to the races. Holliston Wagner sends the pass ahead to Olivia Mott. Mott sends a pass behind the Lions' net. Spin move there, Colderman, and now gets a shot away, and a good save there by Hahn. Rebound, scores! And good work there by Sarah Hinkle, as she gets her 3rd goal of the game. So the Spartans answer right back after the Reinhardt goal and restore the 14-goal cushion. The goal is unassisted, and for Hinkle, she's now at 19 on the season, leading the team in goals. Cece Colombo out there on this draw for UT. Stepping in against what appears to be Caitlin Petrolisi. Ball's out and right into the stick of Allie Peebles. And you saw there, Kelsey Montgomery lost her stick. And she will restart on the official's whistle and does for Peebles. And now to the far side, the Spartans push it in behind the Lions' net. Kelsey Montgomery, pass up top, Cece Colombo. Pass for Hinkle. Hinkle backing up. And being chased, nice defensive switch there by the Lions. Cece Colombo missed the pass, picked up by Montgomery. Sends a pass over to the other side. And Peebles cuts in, takes a long shot and scores. Allie Peebles has really come on here in the second half. And the Spartans hit the 20-goal plateau. And this officially is UT's highest scoring game of the season. The first two games this year, they had won 19-4 and 19-3. And so they have now surpassed that with still 10.5 minutes to go here in regulation. But Allie Peebles, though, 3 goals here in the second half of play. And the ball's out. And possession to the Lions. Looking for some room. Alyssa Wall sends a pass back instead. And in comes Petrolisi. Sends a pass over for Elzinga. Elzinga goes back the other way. On the move is O'Connor. And is checked, has to back up. Gets it instead to Alyssa Wall. Wall tries to get past the defender. Some help comes over, and they reset up top as O'Connor gives it back to Wall. Wall being followed there defensively. And this is Kate Clementi. And Clementi giving it now to O'Connor on the run. O'Connor trying to get past Danny Waters, takes a shot. And a loose ball. And players go down, one from each team. Cece Colombo for UT and Riley O'Connor for the Lions. Each went down. And it looks like on the visitors' sideline, walking off under her own power was Isabel Raymundi. And back to work on offense goes G. Knocked free and taken away by the Spartans. On the run. Pass ahead by Allie Peebles. And now Gracie Colombo pushes it in behind the net to Olivia Mott. Mott, a pass in front, shot, scores! I want to say that was Abby Selhorn. Indeed it was. And that is the first goal of the season for Abby Selhorn, who is appearing in just her second game so far this season. And the draw following her goal, that was Cece Colombo and Caitlin Petrolisi again. And Peebles will put it in play for the Spartans. Sends it ahead. The Spartans quickly across the Lions line. Pass in front. And the Lions have changed goaltenders as Natalie Moradian is now in goal. And now they get across midfield. That's Reinhardt across the Tampa line. Reinhardt, a spin move. Leaves a pass back for Wall. And shoots and scores. Alyssa Wall gets her second goal of the game. And the score now 21-6. Unassisted. And now we'll have the draw coming up at midfield as Remy Reinhardt there for the visitors. And the clock now down to 5:40 left in the game. And for UT, by the way, that was Kayla Brennan on that draw. And that's Bryn Nestor. Pass behind the net. Olivia Mott over to the other side. There's a shot and a save made by Moradian. And the freshman sends it up ahead as Talisa Jimenez sent her pass up, and the stick came up on Jade Rivera. And with 5:02 left in the game, a yellow card is being assessed to the Spartans, Audrey Wisdom. A 2-minute hit to the head call. And this is Alyssa Wall with it for GCU. Reinhardt. And quick ball movement. And a nice save there by Alex Walling. Bringing it up for the Spartans. Getting across midfield is Erin Sistek. Ducked under the stick from Reinhardt. Sistek carries on. Sistek up ahead. There's a pass and unable to get through the shot. Looks like Lizzie Pierpont as Nestor tipped that one, but the Lions send it up ahead. It'll be a foot race, and they do get there first. There's a pass for Wall. Down to 3:39 left in the game. And Wall trying to make her way inside. Takes a long shot that goes out of play. And now here's Reinhardt. Pushed back. Holliston Wagner, the defender. And Rivera, that one misses. Picked up in the far corner by Clementi. Ashley Pringle will pass inside, and a big collision there. And now getting up off the field is Riley O'Connor. Clock continues to run. 2:47 left in the game. And Riley O'Connor trying to shake that one off as she'll get a free position attempt here one-on-one against Alex Walling. Takes the shot and scores. So O'Connor gets the goal and says, if that's what I get to cancel out the hit that I took, then I'll take the hit again. Glad to get another one past Walling, who I mentioned was the defensive player of the week. And a football sounding like score now, 21-7 Tampa lead. As Remy Reinhardt out at midfield, here to take this draw. For the Lions, as the clock continuing to run with 1:44 left in the game. And for UT, that was Kayla Brennan once again on the draw. It's loose, kicked at, and the Lions in control. And now it's loose and the Spartans pick it up. And down to the field. That had been Jenna Myhall that went down. As you see, UT send it up ahead into the far corner. Now behind the Lions' net. Pass in front, great look for Bryn Nestor. She scores! With 1:06 left. Bryn Nestor gets her second goal of the game. And UT 22-7. A big lead here as the game's final minute ticks down. And so Kayla Brennan at midfield with Remy Reinhardt, as we will get what likely would be the last draw of the game. Clock now at 25 seconds remaining. Ball is out. And initially it looked like it was going to be picked up by Myhall. And the officials do award possession to UT. Clock at 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Bryn Nestor with it. Nestor's going to shoot. Missed wide. And the horn goes. The game is over. And the Spartans with a big 22-7 victory over the Georgian University Lions. And UT stays perfect to start the 2023 season. They are now 5-0, while the visitors fall to 1-2. Final shots on goal tonight. The Spartans outshoot the Lions 35-15. And this was all UT right from the start. They led 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. Draw controls tonight, 25 for Tampa, 7 for the visitors. And where do you start with the goal scorers? Sarah Hinkle, Cece Colombo, Allie Peebles, Gracie Colombo, all had 3 goals each. Bryn Nestor finished with a pair. Gia Colombo had 2. And worth mentioning, on the other side, Remy Reinhardt finishes with a 3-goal performance. Alex Walling goes the distance in goal for the home team. And the Spartans win decisively and will next play a neutral site game this coming Saturday, 11 a.m. up in Charlotte, North Carolina, against number 7 Indianapolis. And then 2 days later, that's 1 week from today, they will play an afternoon game, 12 o'clock at number 12 Wingate, before finally coming back here on March 15th for an 8 p.m. game against Pace. If you have been watching from a Georgian court perspective, thank you very much. Your team's next game will be this Wednesday. They stay here in Central Florida and play against number 20, St. Leo University, a 7 p.m. game. But for tonight's game, it was all Spartans as they win it by a score of 22-7. I'm Bruce Wozniak, thanking you for watching here on TampaSpartans.tv.